Welcome to the show. We have one of the nicest MCs, lyricists in the game from Chicago, Roseland, Chicago, joining me here, Sports and Hip Hop with DJ
That
Mad Max.
order.
Yeah, got Godfidence available on all platforms now. The new album. Welcome to the show. How's everything going, man?
Everything going well.
Black
Yeah, in the midst
shades,
of, yeah, we
rocking
just
leather
trying to
jackets like the Terminator. They thought they
in
could
that
stop me.
order.
That'll burn a hater.
In that order.
Yeah.
In that order.
No, I was blown away, man. I'm very blown away by the last two albums, Godfidence and I'm Him.
Nah,
Five
for sure.
mics. If I was in charge of the source and it was the old days, five mics for both of them for sure. I was blown
Oh,
away by the lyricism.
my son, hold on. Go upstairs, go upstairs, go upstairs, go upstairs. Yeah, my bad.
I was blown away by listening to those albums. You're definitely one of the premier MCs in the
Nah,
game.
that's love.
I had to rearrange my
That's
top
love.
five of current modern lyricists, and I had to put you in it. You're in it now.
Yeah, it's only right. Only right. I respect that. I respect your opinion.
Well,
I respect
smoke.
that. I'm with you. Who your top five though? Who you got? Who your
Right
whole five?
now, Davies, G Herbo, you, Conway. Ooh, probably Benny.
And Benny. I just tapped into Benny album. I respect that list though.
Yeah, everybody
Respect
can't
everybody
go.
on
And you
that.
have a song on your album titled that too.
Yeah, that's crazy. Most definitely.
You got to get
Yep,
him on the remix.
nah, for sure, man. We definitely got to get one in because I be around them a little bit out here in Atlanta. We ain't did no music yet, but we hung out. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
And you're a good friend because you dedicated the album cover just people along the way with your past. And you'd say that Fresh, he would be in Griselda.
I
That's
swear.
crazy.
I swear. Anybody who know him know he would have fit in perfect with they mix. On the real, he would have been perfect with they mix.
I think you could fit in too. You could go bar for bar
Straight
with
up,
these
nah, for
guys.
sure. Oh, for sure. You can put me in any mix, and I'm gonna make the best
Yeah.
out of it. On the real, any mix you put me in, I'm gonna make sure on the
And
real.
you're gonna body it every time. It's just even,
Every
yeah.
time, I'm gonna show up and show out every time.
You
Expect
set the
nothing
motion.
every time I drop.
It's crazy, man. You really set the motion with this album because I feel it. I feel your pain. I feel everything kind of you've been through on this journey because you've been doing this
Yeah,
independent now, and now you got the distribution deal with Virgin Music, and that's going.
yeah,
That's great that you got that. We'll get into that, but just talking about all the times that you prayed for this, the sacrifice, and just all the blood, sweat, and tears. So, are you finally starting to see the fruits of your labor now? Because I know originally you didn't even want to get into being an artist. You were kind of on the management side of things and helping other artists out. But man, how does it feel now? Do you, because you used to consider yourself that undrafted lottery pick? Do you still kind of have that
yeah.
mindset?
Nah. I think they kind of gave me my respect now.
Yeah.
I kind of earned my respect right now. But man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm grateful for everything. Like just for the whole journey, the progress, everything. I'm grateful for. Like now I see like if the journey alone make you respect it. Like have a different outlook on everything for myself. Like just seeing myself go and reach heights. Like you know what I'm saying, that not only the people didn't expect, but I probably didn't think I was gonna get. I don't know. Maybe I did. I think I got that type of confidence where I just feel like I could do anything I put my mind to. I really do got that type of confidence. So, with me just seeing myself progress, it's like a good feeling for sure, though.
Yeah. No, how do you think you've grown since I'm Him? Because when I look back at that prime time, and I mean,
Uh,
you sound like a vet like Jim on that. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't
nah,
believe
in
it.
that order. In that order. You say how do I feel I've grown?
Yeah, since I'm Him, because everything
Mm,
is a process of growth. How do you feel like you grew on
yeah,
Godfidence?
I definitely feel sharper. Like I feel
Mm.
like the pen got even sharper since then. Most definitely. I feel like every album that I put out, I think the people gonna be able to hear and see the growth for sure. Because I'm a nonstop worker, so even now I got so much going on, but I'm about to lock in and make some more music. So they gonna continue to hear growth every time I drop. It's gonna get better and better.
It's gonna go crazy, man, and I'm ready to say it too. You're gonna be because I know people. We have the title out here, King of New York. You're gonna be the King of
Yeah.
Chicago, man.
Nah,
It's
for sure. And I don't even want to be no king because that
I'm
starts too much
telling you, man.
controversy. But I'm just here to do what I'm called to do.
Yeah.
Whatever the people say, hey, what you know what I'm saying? I accept it. I'm grateful for. But I
Yeah.
don't want to be careful. Like I want the city to label me as the hope dealer. Like I want to be the one who cause a change in my city. You know, a positive change more than be the king and all that type of shit. I want to be one who spark a change just for how niggas actually move and think in my city.
Mm. I think you were sparking that too, just with the issues, especially with these kids and newer artists these days, because you mentioned it, they're putting Fendi's in these perks and they'll still take them. Why did you kind of want to address that on with Smoke?
That's because I don't know. That's what's going on in like the communities where I'm from, surrounding communities. Like a lot of upstairs, upstairs. It's a lot of just people, kids, or just youth throwing their life away just because that's what we around. Just the drugs and the poverty and just a lot of the dumb shit that people glorify.
Mm. No, they do, and that's the thing that's so crazy to me when I look at an artist such as yourself, because lyricists, they're winning 100%, but they're not being pushed, propelled to the top as like these clout chasers are, and that needs to stop. Because if this was the '90s and early 2000s, you
I
wouldn't
would
have
have
had
been
to struggle
thriving.
like this.
Yeah, I would have been thriving easily.
Yeah.
Like easy. I'll probably be running this shit. Like I would have ran this shit in the 90s. Like under the Ja Rule Act. Like how that Ja era was when he was just couldn't miss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ja was going crazy early 2000s.
People kind of try to like put that, like, don't give him his credit for real like that. But in his prime musically, he was dominating the game
Oh yeah, with the hooks, Race Against
with the
Time.
hook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that we all know that stems from the 50 beef. But yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, for
crazy how
sure.
we're
Nah,
still on the
50
same
came.
wavelength, because I've been listening to a lot of Ja Rule recently, and people just do not give him the credit and respect. And he did a
And
lot for
look, I
hip
just
hop.
saw he's finna drop an album. I just saw he actually finna get ready to drop an album. I
Wow.
was just saying, like, I bet you this shit gonna be fire.
Yeah.
I could bet any dollar this shit gonna be fire. Like, whether he get the credit or not, I can bet he gonna have some good music on there though. Homie was naturally talented.
Yeah. He knows how to make hits. Fat Joe has
Like
called him
make
the
hits.
original Drake. So
No, damn, I never heard that. That's a fact.
yeah, with
That's
the
a
hooks and
fact.
everything. Yeah.
He didn't get that long of a. His run was cut short, but if you pay attention to his run, he was on fire.
Yeah. I'm real,
On the
mesmerized.
real. On the real. Even the joint with man, what was the joint I used to love, bro? With the funeral, with the cry, man, what's that? When I cried, that was my shit.
Mm.
That when I cried, him and Lil Mo.
Fire.
But
Yeah.
yeah, though, that
Lil
was a
Mo.
tough
Yeah.
era. Nah, for real.
We're throwing it back here. Yeah,
Nah, for
100%.
sure. I'm a student of that era though. Like everybody who thrived in that era, I was like a fan of.
Yeah, you even said it, student of the game. You've been onto it since Dougie Fresh was beatboxing. You were age
Nah,
7
oh
when
man, you be knowing what you know, man. You really be
Jay
locked
Z
in.
dropped
Nah, that's a
Streets
fact.
Watching.
Fact. For
Student of
real,
the
that's a
game,
fact.
man. Yeah, because I know you're big into old Jay Z, Nas, but some of these new guys really paint the picture for you too, like Rick Ross, Benny.
For sure.
So you keep it
For sure.
lyrical, and I like that.
Yeah. Nothing like that old hove though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In my lifetime, Reasonable Doubt, and all that. Yeah.
Nothing like it.
No, classic. But we got classics here. Godfidence. I saw it in your
Hey, I'm
bio.
building my catalog along too though, for sure.
Yeah,
Start on
Godfidence.
I am hemming up, like that's when they gonna really start to see, like, nah, this is when you caught it. Like every classic album after classic album.
And it's in your
Godfidence
bio.
definitely set
You
the bar.
proclaimed it. Album of the year, man. And I'm
For
for
sure.
this, what's been here, because I know you released it at the end of last year. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could put that up there, yeah, for sure. Just off
for
of
sure.
what I listened to off of that, and just the references and just how deep it is. Because Godfidence is just believing in yourself as much as you believe in God. When did you find God? Because I know the whole story. We'll get into your late grandmother, but when did you find God?
I kind of grew up like in my family, like just always being around there. Like my grandmother was like big on God and just going to church and stuff like that. But I feel like I didn't develop my own real relationship until my grandmother passed. So like, as a kid, I'm not gonna say you forced to go to church, but that's just what it is. Like, okay, we're going to church on Sunday or whatever the case may be. You go to church. you might be ready, not even paying attention. You just ready to get out. I just remember me as a kid. They're bringing church, and I'm just ready to get out of church. But like when my grandmother passed, I just started going on my own and just like really like understanding like why certain things happen in life. Like gave me a different outlook. Now I started to notice it, like notice shit that was going on in my life. Now I go to church to be speaking on it. So I just took that everything as a sign.
Mhm. And you do take everything as a sign because your grandmother was telling you that you need to rap. What was it you think that she kind of had that intuition? Did she hear any lyrics from you, or is it because you were always immersed in
Ah,
music?
that's why I really took that shit as a sign because it's just
Yeah.
like why would you keep telling? And this was something she just told me once. Like she told me this probably 2 or 3 times, but I never thought about. Even though I love music, I just never thought about being a rapper, like me actually rapping.
And then you got that fortune cookie with
Crazy.
them for you to pursue what's been on your mind. You took that as a
Nah,
sign.
you really locked in. You really locked in, homie. Nah, for real. For real, for real. I'm one of them type of people take everything as a sign.
I like that. You believe in signs. What's kind of been some more recent signs you've noticed to things that you're working towards in your life? What's been something recent?
Damn. Well, hold on. Something just happened too. Cause I'm like, what the fuck was the it'd be so many. Hold on. Something just happened recently. I really gotta let sit and let it come to me. Like, oh, you know what? I don't even want to speak on it on the net, man. No bullshit. That was one of them, but I don't even want to speak on that one on it because it's something like super crazy. Like I'm gonna speak on that at a later time though. I'm gonna speak on one day. Nah, for real, shit, real crazy though. But I'm trying to think what other signs have I got recently. And it might not even be musically, man. Like I said, I be getting signs of just like random other shit. Like I was in a hotel. This might be the last time I was just home in Chicago. I was just in a hotel. And as soon as I got off the elevator, a lady was calling her grandson. His name was my name. I'm just like, what was the odds to that? Like, like yeah,
That is crazy.
like I just get off the elevator and you just say my name but it's for somebody else. Like I don't know. That's why I say like be crazy shit.
And I mean, with this album, man, because there's just so many different themes on here. You got Lori Harvey on here. I know you had
Yeah.
the reference early on in the song, but is this you shooting your shot at Lori Harvey? Is this what you're doing? No.
Hell no. I want to shoot my shot at it. I would though if I caught it. I'm more of an in person direct with it, but nah, I was just like kind of like just playing along with the internet and just what's popular trending like coming up. At that time when I made it, her name was like ringing heavy. Just about like how she moved on from guys or whatever the case may be. So it was just something relating to that type of matter, but not disrespecting none of that type of shit either.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, like it come across her desk and she actually liked the song.
Yeah. Manifestation. You never
Yeah,
know.
you gotta play, man. You gotta use everything to your advantage these days when it comes to music.
Yeah. I mean, I feel as though was this kind of your most emotional record? Because you hear the stories about Benny the Butcher crying in the studio when he recorded Burden of Proof. Was this kind of like your most emotional album to date? Because I could feel that pain throughout the album. Just my son and my brothers, everything. The intro track. Was this your most emotional recording process?
You know what? I don't look at it like that, but I have had certain songs like even making them like Poverty. Even that song is actually years old, but I do remember when I made Poverty. I think I remember like even tearing up like making it. I got certain songs that even make me tear up, like even listening to them. Nah, for real. Like when it might be by myself where I can actually feel it and just be in my thoughts, but not when I'm around people. But yeah, like even making certain songs, I can't think exactly what all ones it was, but I done made certain songs. That shit, real life having a nigga in tears writing that shit.
Yeah. That's real. You're a true artist. And you're in Atlanta now. You've been out there since December of 2015. I think you signed your lease to the ninth.
Yeah,
You've been out there ever
at
since.
the
And I remember
15.
hearing that you Atlanta kind of wasn't advancing your career that much. Has that changed a little bit? Because hip hop is considered, Atlanta's the place of where it's at. It's like the mecca of hip hop
The
right now.
Mac of it, right? I mean, it's cool to the aspect where you able to like bump into certain artists and build relationships outside of music. Like I don't really even down here. I don't really like I don't feel like a rapper down here. Like I'm not, this not my hometown. This not my core base set. So when I'm here, I kind of like I got. That's why I built a few relationships with artists and got like face card. But it's like not no heavy tough relationships, but it's just like me. Like you see me once, you know that I do music, and you start seeing it to be. It's actually gonna be shocking to you because I done been around you and never spoke on. You know,
Mm.
from the biggest of the artists, like from the Thugs to Gunna to 21, I've been around all of them, out here, but just never like on the music side.
Is 21 ever gonna get? Because he promised you a free verse. I heard because you told the
Yeah, he
DJ to
said he was
play
gonna
your.
get on No Maker. I ain't gonna say
Yeah,
he promised it, but he definitely gave his word that he was for sure. I was hoping that it happened, but I ain't the type of person that's kind of gonna be down nobody back or none of that. So what's for me ain't gonna never miss me. So that's just how I look at it.
yeah. No, it's time, man.
But
Because I mean,
man, it damn sure would have, boy, man, it damn sure would have came in handy though. I
yeah.
actually just listened to his album.
Oh, it would have. And I mean, you got I'm him, with Jim Jones, PrimeTime, and you were on Jim Jones early because you
Yeah,
like that was your guy, man. So what
that's
was
my
your top
dog. I fuck
Jim
with
Jones
Capo.
album? Was it the when we're looking at
I'm
Hustler's
gonna go.
Product of My Environment?
What's the summer? Yeah, Hustle's Poem. Hustle's
Yeah.
Poem. Hey, that's it. That's it. That's my go-to still to this day. No, I got other ones I fuck with too, but that was like my favorite out of all of them. I liked the Capo album. That's still my shit. Yeah, but I was on Capo before like everybody in Chicago was really on. I was really rocking with Homie Tough.
And you liked how you used to rock the
Even
ACG.
I brought him to my birthday party when I turned 24.
I did hear about
What you
that. You
just
brought
say
him
about
out
the
there.
ACGs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I brought it to my 24th birthday party. That shit was lit.
How was the recording process of
Yeah.
this?
What was you
Were you
saying about
guys?
the ACGs?
Yeah, the ACGs. Because I remember you were here. You kind of always admiring just the style of he did. But how was kind of the studio? Did you guys record this
Nah,
in the
for
studio?
sure.
Prime time?
Nah. He just sent it over.
Sent it
He
over,
did it in New York.
and then you
Yeah,
did the
sent it
verse.
sent it back. I'm actually gonna. Yeah, I remember just getting a video like yo, he was knocking it out. That shit was a good feeling. Just like damn, finally got. I could check that off my bucket list. Because when I first met him, I wasn't a rapper or none of that. I was just outside. So it wasn't the same type of vibe. Now that I do music, I always said that was like first to do. I gotta get a song with my dog. I could take that off the list.
You held your own big time on this, man.
Most definitely,
Yeah,
most definitely,
that just
most definitely.
I couldn't believe, but I could, but I was just like just blown away because the only thing beautiful about my city is the skyline. Get rich or die trying. I was
Super.
just like, you're going in. You were in
Nah, in
that
that
pocket.
order. Super.
See,
Super.
this is what the young audience they really need to embrace about rap is that it's an art and that you could play with the words and you can memorize it because that's how rap used to be. People when we look at Salt and Pepper
Yeah.
and all these guys, people, Big Daddy Kane, people used to love to remember the lyrics. A lot of this new
Nah,
stuff
for
that you
sure.
hear, there's no
It
rhyme or
don't stick.
reason.
It don't stick to it. Yeah.
No,
Some do, but most don't. Like most definitely, music used to stick.
yeah, it's so rare now. But I mean, we have artists such as yourself doing it out here and you're going to be you're carrying on the torch here for the authentic roots of hip hop, and that we need
Nah,
more of
for
that.
sure. For sure. For sure.
That's what you're doing, man. And now, because you got the Fly Pirate Music Group, you got the label. Were you kind of? I was hearing about that. You were kind of reaching out to other people in the industry about getting this distribution deal. Were you kind of like seeking for advice? Is that how it all made sense for you in the end?
Well, nah, we was actually just about to go. The people who I got the situation with, we were just gonna go with another label at first.
Okay.
I think it was gonna be Master Appeal or something like that. But one of my other partners was like standing on why the one we got with Virgin will be, a bad situation for me.
Yeah. It's
But
going to
now I
take
wasn't
you even
reaching out
further.
like trying to. I mean, of course, I wanted to get a situation just so I can get my foot in the door. But I never got a chance to really like reach out to no labels and nothing. It's just when I see people out that I know was in the industry, I always try to like get their information and just, give them to check out the music and shit like that.
We know your symbol is the anchor. It's kind of like Prince. He has his own symbol there when he was in
Most
going
definitely.
through the friction of contracts and everything. When did you kind of start doing the research? Because we know the definition: overcoming adversity, hope, courage, everything that comes with that it stands for. When did you kind of start doing research on the anchor? When did how that kind of pop into your head to do research? Because it fits you perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, once I really started like really wanting to brand it, we like me and a couple guys I was cool with back in the day when we first came up with it. Like we always just used the anchor because that represented pirates. That was the original name, what we came up with, the pirates. But as I started looking into the anchor, it just like that's another sign. Like, you know what I'm saying? What was it? I didn't know nothing about what an anchor meant. Like I knew what it, I knew what an anchor was, but I didn't just know the deep root meaning of it. Like when you look into it, and then when that type of shit, when I saw that represent exactly who I am as a person, that type of shit just make it, like that's a sign. That's another sign. Like what was the chances of that? What was the chances of that?
Another one. Telling you that there's going to be more signs here leading to bigger things, especially with I see you collaborating with some big time OGs in the game. Is there kind of some
Oh,
OGs
for sure.
besides like Hove and Nas? I know Hove and Nas are your top two. You already worked with Jim Jones, but is there
Yeah,
some other
no,
ones you
Rick
got in
Ross
mind?
is next, man. I feel like God willing, we got the boy Rick Ross on the next project. That's like
Mm,
next to Takeoff, man. I gotta get Ross on the joint. Most definitely the Griselda boys too, man. I fuck with them boys, all of them. I like all of them niggas. That I would love to just have me and all three of them on the song,
yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
that way I really get to like show like I'm really one of the elites in this shit, like on the
Yeah.
real.
You had Symba on Godfidence, man. So how
Oh, for
long
sure,
have
for
you had a
sure.
relationship with him? Because he's another underrated
Yeah,
guy in the industry.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, my man John Monop, that's who hooked that up for me. But we actually supposed to be shooting a video real soon too.
Ooh.
Yeah, right after the Super Bowl.
Who you going for in the bowl? You have a pick?
I ain't going. I don't even know who playing.
Oh,
For
Niners
real.
Chiefs.
Niners and the Chiefs. Okay, but I'm gonna go with Pat Mahomes. I'm not even a big football fan. I'm a basketball type guy.
Bulls fan?
You know what, man? I'm always rock with the hometown. I'm always root for them. But I'm with the Suns, man. I'm with my dog Kevin Durant.
Oh, with the cupcake.
I'm with KD. Man, you call him a cupcake, so he gonna show niggas like you this year, all right?
I mean, I just feel like because I mean, when I look at Kevin Durant, I mean, how he always needs like this big team around him. When we look at the Nets, him going to Golden State, I
Yeah.
lost all respect after he left OKC.
A
He
lot
he's
of
done.
people did. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't really feeling that too, but I feel go ahead, get your ring out the way. Cool, boom, boom, bam. But now you gotta do it. You the man. Like everything rely on you. You gotta do it like that. And even though the Suns got a lot of good players and shit over there too, though, like they already a brick. But I just want to see them do it though, like actually pull it off. Cause I like the boy Devin too.
Yeah, Devin Booker's nice. Yeah, he's loyal. He's been on that team forever.
That's one of Kobe disciples, man. That boy got that Kobe heart.
Yeah. And how are you feeling now? Because I feel this is the Mamba year, which everyone's been referring it to, and I really feel it's like a year for the underdog. So are you kind of relating this to being your
Yeah,
Kobe
man. You know
year?
what? Now that you just said that, I really do feel like that. Like I know for a fact this shit is gonna be big for me.
Mm.
Like just by the whole energy in my city, that the love that my city show right now, and just even paying attention to all the feedback I get. Like it's like people really rep. I'm starting to see people tell me who I've been thought I was with this shit. A lot of random people tell me who I've been said I was gonna be and thought of myself. That's another sign.
Another one.
Right, that's another sign. Like even you in the beginning of the interview, you spoke on something about that. Like you said something, but it's like that's another that's basically referring to what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, you're heading in the right path, and it pains me because I know what it's like for to go through the struggles of trying to push your agenda and when you're talented, and no one will just really want to bring you in, but they'll let some
Man,
scrub who doesn't have any
man,
talent right through the
dog,
door.
that type of shit is painful. Like
Yeah.
for real, that type of shit is painful. I'm just glad the door opening now though, like for real. But that shit is extremely painful, for real, for real. Like,
What's your thought? Do you think we should just get rid of social media? Because I feel as though if you get rid of social media, it's going to separate the people who really want it from the people that
Yeah,
don't. Because I feel as though you take away social
but
media,
no,
you're
we
not going to
can't
have
say
all
that
these cloud
because
chasers.
social media actually is what helped me a lot. So I
Mm.
can't say I want to get rid of social media, but I do feel like we got to start limiting bullshit from real shit too. Like certain shit we shouldn't be giving no light to that's not pushing the needle forward, you know? And if it is, we need to shed a lot of light on it. Like, we need that support from the world behind it.
I want to ask you because you're a student of the game. What are your top 5 hip hop albums of all time? Your classic hip hop albums.
Okay, Blueprint for sure one. Ooh, I never had nobody ask me top 5 albums. Blueprint. Okay, let me go. Nipsey. You know
Victory
what?
Lap.
Victory Lap. But I guess the mixtapes don't count, huh? Because I liked it. What was the some money? The blue the mixtape before the Victory Lap. I liked it was I forgot what it was called. Some money though.
Mm. Now I think I see it's got a purple cover. Is that the one?
Might be like a bluish cover. I want to say. But no, we ain't gonna count that. I'm just gonna say Victory Lap, Blueprint so far. Top 5 albums, like whole complete albums. Ti trap music.
Mm.
Don't want to put G. Rick Ross, Rich Forever. Nah, which Rick Ross album do I really fuck with the most? Rich Forever is just one of my favorite songs. Nah, but that album was tough too. I might gotta go with that. No, that was God Forgives.
God
God
forgives, I
Forgive Us.
don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna put Big in there too.
Which one? Life After Death or Ready to Die?
Ready to Die.
Mm. I did want to ask you about this because I know you have a son and you speak about the relationships you go through in your music. Talk to me just about balance and everything, and kind of when you had your son, when Biggie had kids and he kind of evolved after Ready to Die, he said, I want to do something different. And that's when he made Sky's the Limit and he was starting to do things more positive with his
Mhm.
message and his music. Have you kind of taken that same approach as well since the birth of your son?
You said it's like, does that affect the type of music I make?
Yeah,
I feel like the message in my music has always been
it's always
positive though.
positive.
Like it's
Yeah.
always been, yeah, like it's always like something good come. I don't make bullshit music that try to like,
No, yeah.
fuck up the youth. So I won't say that, but my son just his energy just played a part in my life just in general, like with being frustrated, not being where I want to be and stuff like that. That's always like a battery for me to just keep going when I'm tired and exhausted. Sometimes when I'm frustrated, I just need to go get a couple days in with my son, be up under him, kicking it, and I'll be
Yeah.
right back to normal.
Do you still have your Wiley, Texas jersey? Do you still have that? Because I heard that you got the
Nah,
scholarship to
I
play
don't.
ball. No.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
Hell nah. And Wiley was just I feel like man, Wiley was just a fun year for me, man. I didn't take advantage of nothing out there. The school was that one thing about like if you ever know anything about black colleges, they be in the hood. So that should just be like almost like you away from home, but you still in the hood a little bit.
mm.
Cause I end up getting leaving there
Breaking your
like three
wrist in a
times.
fight.
Yeah.
Was this
I had
during
a
a
fight out
game or
there.
outside the game?
Nah, outside. This is after the season was over. So it was like just the town, like that's how the town was coming. Like they was, they think you just like a nerd college kid type shit. So they were playing, doing little shit, and it just, fights happen. They come to our parties trying to whoop on kids. I'm just one on one. For one, I'm from Chicago, so I'm come from that type of environment and letting people like do, play and stuff like that. So that's just how that shit played out. One thing led to another, and it led to that's what led to rap. Cause let me tell it, I was gonna be making money playing ball somewhere.
Yeah.
Actually, was like in the midst of kind of like getting my mental together, like, cause my whole like growing up since high school, I was always one of them niggas who could play, but never like dedicated myself. Like it's the opposite of music. Like I had to work to get good at rap, but basketball I was naturally good at, but didn't have to work ethic. So that's where it come from with music.
No, that's real. And look at where it's led you to this day. You're
For
doing it.
sure, for
Look at
sure.
Dave East. I mean, Dave East was
Yeah,
out there balling. Same
I
thing.
seen him talk about that before too, though. For sure, that's like not too many niggas can go from playing ball to rap, even though everybody tried. Like everybody don't get to do that. It
No,
don't work for everybody.
no, but it's worked for you, and it's only going to go up from here.
Through the grace of God, for sure, man. This shit gonna be a good. I'm telling you, I got a big announcement for my next album. It's already legendary without even like I'm not gonna tell y'all until we put it out there, but it's legendary already. Like just the expectations once y'all see what's happening with it is gonna be pretty big.
What's something that you're looking to experiment with your upcoming albums? Because you get those because we know what you do, but have you thought about kind of doing some kind of like 80s, like kind of giving back to the 80s? Because you are the student of the game. Have you thought about hopping on like an 80s hip hop beat
Mhm.
or maybe doing something similar to kind of what
Like just
Bad
like
Boy Records was
I would
doing with the
love
shiny
to, nah, for
suits?
sure, because I actually got some songs with samples in it from the '90s beats. But you know what? I'm actually about to start back, like get into that after my next album. I want to do like a lot of songs that I grew up really loving, like sample them or just some that really. It's a lot of songs. It's a few songs that I know for sure I want to like sample and actually come with the videos that mimic the original. Like "Hate Me Now," I'm gonna just throw that one out there. That's one like
Nas,
I love that song in the video. Like that one of the hardest songs and videos ever to me.
I
And I
agree.
love Nas, man. I'm a Nas fan for real.
It was written or Illmatic.
Illmatic.
Ooh. Yeah, I think It
Yeah.
Was Written was better, but Illmatic is considered the greatest hip hop album of all time.
Yeah, yeah. It's considered nah, for sure. I like It Was Written too though, because If I Ruled the World, probably for sure is top three, one of my favorite songs ever. I used to rap that shit word for word when it first came out when I was probably like 5, 6 years old.
Lauren Hill,
On Hill.
they did their
That's my
thing, legendary collab.
super. Like that song never get old.
No, we brought Ja Rule up earlier. You brought him up. Are you gonna do something like a Mesmerize, or are you gonna get some female singer here to do a track like that and kind of pay
I
homage to
got
the
one
2000s?
stuck. I need a girl for it. Yeah, I got some songs like that. When I tell you my catalog that unreleased music, I got enough music for like probably no bullshit. Like kid you not, probably like 5 classic albums worth of music. Tuck. That's not including the throwaways. That's including just shit that I could put out on albums and really like shake shit up. And I got songs that's like for the ladies and shit like that. That's really like my strong point. People don't really know it yet, but when I get the chance to really showcase it, I'm gonna dominate that lane like no other.
Mm. No, I agree. That just based off of what I've heard so far, it's going to be domination.
Yeah,
It's funny
like
just
Lori Harvey's cool, but I got some shit like tough.
and they better believe it. I'll tell you, just
Nah, for sure.
because I stamp what's real out here. You're definitely one of the realest in the game. It's not even close, and people really need to
Yeah,
tap
love.
in.
I
Like I
appreciate
said,
that.
I had to make some adjustments to my top five, and I put
Yeah.
you right in there right now. So
Nah,
yeah.
that's love. That's love. That's love. So you say me, Swerve, the Butcher. Who all you
Conway and
say it
Dave
was?
East.
Conway, Benny, me, Swerve, and Dave East. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. You won't see a list like that in mainstream media. I'll tell you that. You won't get that. But
Nah,
that's a
nah,
whole
man.
other that's a whole other story. But who's the
Yeah, that's why it's like, and you gotta kind of like you gotta kind of like mix it up with the mainstream too. Just as far as like song, why it's not all about the rap. Sometimes it's about making it hit records and shit like that too. You know?
yeah. Who's an artist you've been around that has kind of taught you a lot about the game? Because King Von was someone that you were with. You
Yeah, I
met
got
him
a
through
chance to
your
be
uncle,
around them.
through his
Yeah, my
uncle. Yeah.
man, my dog Bags, free him. But yeah, I got a chance to just be around Von for a day, just kicking it and shit like that. I've been around him a few times, but that day we was just like together the whole day. But you said it's the artists I got a chance to just be around and talk
Mhm.
to me stuff. I actually ain't got a chance to really. You know what? I've been working on a project with Fat Money. I don't know if you know who that is from
Okay, yeah,
Chicago.
he was on the album too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on a project just soaking up because he be around Kanye. He done wrote songs and then did stuff on Kanye albums. So I've been just we've been chopping up a lot lately while we're working on our album or EP.
Kanye's got to get something going with you eventually. That would be big for Chicago.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
got to be
know it's
old
coming.
school Kanye, not this this
I
new
just
stuff.
said that on the song we made. Like I'm on a team full of legends. I'm damn near connected to Jigga and Ye. I know it's coming. I said I ain't met neither one of them niggas. I know this coming. It's part of the play on the real. So I know it's gonna come for sure though. Cause when Kanye get done with his album, now he gonna be free. I'm still working on what he got going on. So his my team even said like that's how he is. When he working on his, he gonna lock in on what he got going on. So I'm sure when he done and he asks the streets who like doing their thing in Chicago, I'm
It's
sure
you.
somebody, because a lot of people in his amongst his camp is already like supporters and fans of the music. So I know it's about a matter of time before he get to see what's going on.
Mhm. Has there been anyone that surprised you that have reached out to you this far for the new album, Godfidence? Has there been anyone that surprised you that have kind of like you're heading in the right direction? Kind of just even a repost on a story or acknowledgement on social media?
As far as like big artists,
Mm-hmm.
nah,
Or
I
an
ain't
OG,
had
or an
none.
OG, like a legend.
Well, I mean, Chicago, like I mean, in Chicago, everybody
Mm.
already. That's enough. That's what the love in my city. All the OGs in my city, like super behind me for sure. But as far as like in the industry wise, nah, I ain't really like had no industry support yet. But I know once they catch a whiff of it, it's gonna be on. But nah, just so far it's just the real ones in my city, and that right now it's enough because like that let me know I'm on the right path. Like anybody that's somebody in Chicago know what's up. Like no, as far as musically, they say the same thing. Like eventually, I'll be up there where I'm supposed to be at amongst the greats.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Go down as with the Hoves, the Pacs, the Biggies, and all that. And you were paying homage to
Sure,
Pac
once
and Biggie recently, and you were in that
sure.
atmosphere at the Locks and Dipset verses too. So you've been around some legendary moments already. In modern day, that was probably one of the most golden age hip hop moments that we've had in recent history.
I just was posting that last night, like just looking at all the like shows from 10 years, 10 plus years ago. I didn't really witness, and that shit I always do that type of shit inspiration. Like that's the reason why I'm so big on concerts. I like to visualize myself. But at that time back then, I've been to a lot of Dipset concerts, period, because I'm just a fan of them.
Yeah.
But that's something I do. If they anywhere in the city I'm in, I'm going for sure. Or any artist that I'm a fan of, they got something going on. I'm there. I like to just see that shit live, feel the energy. But when I start doing music, I really like just what I'm saying. I go for the inspirational purpose as well.
How about your energy, man? What do you got lined up with Godfidence here? Are you going to be going on a tour? What's going to be the promo
No
run here in the
tours and nothing lined up, but I actually do got a couple shows lined up. I open up for Fat Joe in Chicago next month on the 16th, and I open up for Rick Ross in April in Chicago. So they got like awards show in Chicago. It's gonna be pretty big. It's getting bigger and bigger by the year. I'm nominated for Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
I saw that. Congrats on that.
Yeah, for sure. That's just gonna be a dope event. I perform in that as well. I think if I had to bet, like if I was to bet who's gonna win, I think I got it in the headlock, like
Yeah.
for sure.
Unless there's some gatekeeper, which I hope they're not
Unless it's
there.
yeah, if we going based off like performance or impact and what the streets say, I got it.
Yeah. Where's this coach, man? Because I know it was a coach that gave you the name Skins because you were always Fly because your name's Skinner.
Yeah,
Where's this coach
yeah.
at? Is he still around?
You know what? Man, I ain't talked to him in a long time, but it's two coaches too, man. It's two coaches who both was with the Skins, Skinner. But nah, Terry, that's who started that. I actually, his son. I'm cool with his son. He on my Instagram. He told me his pops like the music, but
Oh, that's
that was
big.
the first calling me Skins. For real, and that name been around since forever. Like since it's people who've been around since I was a kid. Don't know my real name. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody call me Skins.
Yeah.
On the real.
Oh, that's cool to hear, man. It's your journey. It's where it all started. All through sports, playing sports early
Nah,
on,
for
basketball,
real,
football, and
for
all
real.
that. Even baseball early on, I heard. So I mean, a talented
Yeah.
person here. What are some kind of your ventures outside of music? You
Nah,
looking
I
to
was
get?
weak in baseball. Gonna lie, baseball was some shit I was just doing because all my homies saw I played basketball and football with a hard tissue. They played baseball. That just wasn't that. I ain't had no love or passion for that shit at all.
What you have some other ventures kind of outside of music that you're looking into? Maybe film, fashion, different
Yeah,
things.
I haven't got a chance to like step foot in it yet, but I do want to. Once I get my foot planted in the music game, I want to go directly over to fashion next, and I want to do film. All of that. I want to everything that come with the music, that opportunities that it come with. I want to make sure I capitalize on every last one of them. Everything, like whatever come with it, from music. I mean, from fashion to film, even whatever else, I'm with it. Like I'm gonna make sure I capitalize off everything.
And he's gonna he's ready. How about for charities? Because you're big on giving people hope and helping people in
Yeah,
your
yeah, that
community.
as well. Nah, for sure. I once I get like planning where I can actually do a lot of shit I want, I'm gonna go over and beyond when it comes to that type of shit,
Mm.
or way over and beyond. Like set the bar when it comes to that type of shit. Charities and just like being involved in the communities. I actually supposed to be doing a high school tour, like as far as like speaking at schools and shit like that.
That's big.
Yeah, so I'm still like in the midst of working on that with people.
No, that's gonna be
That'd
big
be
for the
dope
youth.
though. I feel like yeah, most definitely. Like, and I want to start it at my high school, one of my high schools I went to, just because like that's big for the community.
No doubt about it, man. And
On the
Fly
real.
Skins is here. What's your top record off the Godfidence? What's your top one?
I play different moves, but I'm gonna go with Son and My Brothers. That's my
Mm,
shit. I can't wait to show. I'm gonna shoot the video actually that same weekend that we got the award show I was just telling you about.
it's gonna be
Man,
big
Son of
time,
My
man.
Brothers might be. I like just for the weekend. Man, I got different moments though. Like Son of My Brothers is just like I don't know how to explain it. That's like a go-to, but I like just for the weekend. Like that's next to it. Road Runner,
Yeah,
and we
it's
getting
a
ready to gear up for the deluxe too. We getting up to go ahead and get the deluxe on out there too.
I'll be tuned into that. And I know I heard the stories behind it already that this was going to be that what smoke was going to be off the album, and it was
Yeah,
there's just tracks being cut off here, and but now we're getting a deluxe, so that's big.
yeah. And these actually gonna be new songs. I don't think. Well, it might be one or two that make it that was like it got cut off, but I'm working with somebody else. Like I said, I'm not even gonna spoil it. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna announce it all at one time real soon.
Let's
But
Go
yeah,
Up
I got.
Now. Is that going to be on the deluxe?
You know what? I need to be, man. I ain't gonna say yeah or no yet because I don't even know. I gotta see like how we do everything with what I got going on. We got some other. It's gonna man whatever going on with the Lux is gonna be. It's gonna bring another whole another light to it. So it's some tricks being worked out with it right now. So I
Yeah,
don't even. I'm Dan that don't know everything yet, but it's definitely gonna be some. It's gonna be something to talk about on the deluxe.
fire. I'm looking
Might be
forward
some
to it.
might be some big features on there too. You never know.
Oh, see,
No, for real. We might even pull some features off. So that's what I'm hoping. But we're gonna see how everything play out. But the Lux, whatever it is, it's gonna be that. It's gonna have some surprises on it.
stay tuned for all the fans, man. Fly Skins, I want to thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for what you're doing for hip hop. Is there anything
Most
else you want to
definitely.
let the audience know that we kind of didn't address tonight? Anything else you kind of want to speak about?
Man, not really. I just want y'all to keep streaming the music, man. If you're not in tune, get in tune. Other than that, keep streaming the music, sharing it. And that's it. Look forward to like, giving y'all more music.
It's gonna be big. Fans are looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it. Shout out to Andres for getting us connected. You know,
For
it's
sure.
all love, man. Anytime you want to come back on the show too, you're always welcome. Keep doing your thing.
For sure. Appreciate you. Most
You,
definitely.
you already know. Let them know where they can follow you on Instagram,
Oh,
Twitter.
for sure.
Yeah.
Fly Pirate underscore skins on Instagram and Twitter. And what's the other shit called? TikTok. I don't be really active on it, but I'm trying to like learn how to work it. So,
Yeah, you don't
but
seem
I'm
like the
on
TikTok
that.
type. I'd stay off
Nah,
there.
hell nah. I'm just trying to figure it out because it's need for music some days to go
Yeah,
viral and
it
all
could
of that
help.
type
It could,
shit.
yeah.
It could, right? So I'm on there, but I ain't active at all on there.
Yeah, no, I feel that, especially because you're
Yeah,
a
I ain't
young
gonna be
you're
doing
like a
no
young
dances and none
OG.
of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I ain't doing no dances. It's just posting the music. That's it.
it'll
Yeah.
work, man. It's all gonna work itself out, and everything that you've been working for, it's gonna you're gonna reach the destination, man.
In that order, man. I appreciate you.
Of course, man. You know, take care, enjoy the rest of your night, and
Most definitely. You too.
we'll link up again soon, man.
Most definitely.
You already know. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.
All right, bro.
Peace out.